Judgment will be handed down this morning in the urgent application brought by convicted rapist and murderer Thabo and Nandipha Magudumana to stop the airing of a Netflix documentary, Beauty and the Bester. Now, Bester wants the court to permanently stop Netflix from releasing, broadcasting, streaming, advertising, or even publishing the documentary without his consent. SABC News reporter Chriselda Lewis is on that story. Let's take you there now. Chriselda, good morning. You've been there listening to the arguments yesterday, and I must say they were quite interesting and compelling arguments, if you will, yesterday. But for those who may have missed it, please bring us up to speed.
Well, that's right, Sakina, and quite interestingly, the judgment will be handed down at 8:30 this morning, and that's about just 30 minutes before the documentary Beauty and the Bester is expected to be aired. So interestingly, yesterday, lawyers for both Bester and Magudumana argued that from the trailer which they saw, it seemed to them that the documentary was defamatory and violated their constitutional rights to privacy, dignity and a fair trial. They argued that parts of the trailer in which, for example, Magudumana's father, who is also a co-accused in a criminal matter, makes a statement in which he says he cannot imagine his daughter doing such a thing. So Bester and Magudumana's lawyers also say there's a comment by Justice Cameron, which is also featured in that documentary, where he says this is the most improbable thing we have seen. So Bester's lawyers basically say that those utterances, amongst others, that they've seen in the trailer violate their client's rights to be presumed innocent until found guilty. So the High Court also heard that Nandipha Magudumana entered into a commercial archive license agreement, Sakina, with the production company Storyscope for the use of archive photos of her life in this documentary. But her lawyers say that the agreement is not enforceable, and that by the time that she'd signed that agreement, she had not appointed a power of attorney. They say that Magudumana also wanted to view the documentary, but that did not happen. So when Magudumana's legal team then threatened action, her lawyers argued that Netflix responded to her, indicating that she can't come to court based on a contractual clause, and that she waived her rights basically to interdict the documentary. But the lawyers for Netflix basically hit back, saying that Magudumana was invited to comment and to give her side of the story, but she elected not to do so. Advocate Thabo for Netflix basically said that Magudumana was paid for the use of her archive material, and it's unacceptable, they say, for her to come now and change her tune, as she was represented by her lawyers when that was signed.
Well, of course, Chriselda, so much more, and of course we'll check in with you again later. As Chriselda indicated, 8:30 this morning, judgment will be handed down, which is why she's there, and we'll be bringing that to you live here, Chriselda, with more on that particular story later on in the show for us.